Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is doing good at home. They're all fine at home. Children, today we are going to be understanding delegation of authority. It is a part of organizing chapter. Just remember one word, delegation means to share. If you remember this word, it becomes easy for you to understand. You need to always understand any concept, any subject with something common associated with it. When I use the word delegation, what comes to my mind is sharing, right? So, sharing what? Sharing work. Of course, if you're sharing work, that is task, you have to share authority also. So basically, delegation means the downward transfer of authority from superior to subordinate. Means एक organization में एक जना सारा काम नहीं कर सकता. वो सारा काम handle करने के में भी capable होगा भी तो still time doesn't permit him to handle the entire job, entire activities. So he needs to delegate. He needs to share his responsibility, his work with his subordinate. But जब वो अपने subordinate को काम दे रहा है, but obviously what is the subordinate expecting? Some sort of authority. That sharing of authority is called delegation of authority. When you're sharing your work and authority with somebody who's your subordinate, remember, you are doing something which you are very well capable of. He is doing something he is very capable of, which you have identified. Hence, both of you are doing different works, because of which, what does it lead to? Specialization. So, delegation is a prerequisite. If you want any organization to function very well, you have to delegate. Delegate authority and responsibility. एक सबॉर्डिनेट को बड़ी खुशी मिलती है, उसकी साइकोलॉजिकल नीड सेटिस्फाइड होती है, उसको रिकॉग्निशन मिलता है जब उसका बॉस उसे कोई काम ऐसा देता है जो कहता है ओके गो अहेड डू इट बाय योरसेल्फ, आई एम ओनली कंसर्न्ड विद रिजल्ट्स. सो दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. कैन यू सी देयर आर टू डेफिनेशंस गिवन हियर? रीड देम. बोथ आर इंपॉर्टेंट. You may get it for identification also. We're going to go a little more detail into this topic. While going a little more detail into this topic, let us understand the process, the elements of delegation. जब भी हम delegation करते हैं, हम अपनी मर्जी से, अपने तरीके से नहीं कर सकते. There is a procedure. There is a pattern which you need to follow. But obviously, the pattern may vary from organization to organization depending upon the degree. But the pattern remains the same. So, if you see a definition there, very nicely given, delegation is the entrustment of responsibility. Entrustment matlab you are basically giving and authority to another. Who is this another? Another is your subordinate. So basically, delegation of authority takes place between two people, superior and subordinate, and the creation of accountability for his performance. तो अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे children, there are three very important words which make delegation of authority. 1. Responsibility. 2. Authority. 3. Accountability. Let us understand these three in detail. The first is authority. We've been talking about authority right from chapter 2, Principles of Management. What is authority? Let me explain it to you because there's a lot of information given in NCERT. You can just pick 2 to 3 viable points and write. So I'm only going to lay emphasis on explanation here. Authority is basically the right, the power given to an individual by his superior, right, to carry on the task. So what is right authority? It is the power, it is the right given to the subordinate by the superior to carry out the task. The authority helps a person to take a decision. In a formal organization, but obviously authority comes from a position higher than you. Let's take a very nice example. We have a school. I told you in this chapter, keep your school in mind. You have the person at the top most level, the principal has the maximum authority. फिर आ गया vice principal, then the departmental heads of various blocks, then comes the teachers, and then comes the house cabinet members, and then comes the monitors. All these people have authority, लेकिन the degree of authority differs. It decreases as you come downwards. The higher the level, the more the authority. एक और interesting बात बताती हूँ children, which is all there in this book here, is that authority दो किस्म की होती है. एक ऑफिशियल अथॉरिटी, मैं एक टीचर हूँ, मुझे स्कूल वालों ने अथॉरिटी दी है. एज अ टीचर I can take some action against the children. I can, use my powers, my rights as a teacher designated by the school. But then as my personality, right, suppose I'm a very strict teacher. Suppose my personality is such that I command authority. तो मैं कोई टीचर्स को देखकर वैसे डर लग जाता है. क्यों? क्योंकि उन टीचर्स की पर्सनालिटी ऐसी है. सो पर्सनालिटी से भी तुम्हें अथॉरिटी मिलती है. Now let me tell you one thing about authority. Authority is very, very important. It has to be given to the subordinate if you want a work to be done. Let's understand the second thing. You will have more clarity. That is responsibility. What do you understand by responsibility? It is the obligation. ये word याद रखना. It is the obligation of the subordinate to do the task given to him by his superior. We are obliged to teach. तुम देखो हमने during this online teaching, during this COVID-19, you will not find the teaching of the teachers in any way less than what is it in school. Rather, we are teaching even more dedicatedly what we teach in school, for the simple reason we have a responsibility. It is our duty, it is our obligation to do the same. Now the school has given us authority to teach the way we want from home. We have the responsibility to teach it in the best possible manner. As we did the Fayon's principle, remember, authority and responsibility should go in togetherness. If you give the subordinate too much of authority, वो उसे मिसयूज करेगा. अगर उसे बहुत कम अथॉरिटी दोगे तो वो काम नहीं कर पाएगा. So that is what is it we need to do. जब आप उसको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दे रहे हो या उसको अथॉरिटी दे रहे हो, यू शुड मेक श्योर दैट इट कॉमन्सरेट्स, द वर्ड इज गिवन देयर, मतलब इट शुड बी एडिक्वेट. दोनों में एक बैलेंस होना चाहिए कि यस, ये आपकी अथॉरिटी है और ये आपका काम है. राइट? आई स्टिल रिमेंबर मेनी इयर्स अगो वी वर टोल्ड बाय द टॉप मोस्ट अथॉरिटीज दैट आई वांट द बेस्ट रिजल्ट. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू आस्क यू हाउ इज इट, why is it that the children are getting less, why is it getting more. You have to make sure that every child gets a very good percentage. तुम जैसे मर्जी पढ़ाओ, एक्स्ट्रा टाइम लो मत लो, तुम टेस्ट लो मत लो, that's up to you, but you have a free hand, but the result is it should be very, very good, so you feel like working. The next is authority, accountability. Accountability means, इसका एक word याद रखना, answerable. When the superior has given me some authority along with responsibility, what do I become automatically? I become accountable. I become answerable to my superior. The superior has told me, Gurmeet, this is the 1,000 units which has to be produced by the month end. You have access to the store. You can take as much as raw material you want. You can take as many as people you want. But I want the work to be done by the end of this month, producing 1,000 units. I am accountable if the 1,000 units are not produced. Remember, I am not only accountable for my work, but I am accountable to the work of my subordinates if I have delegated some authority and responsibility to them. I'll give you a small example. Let's say I am the class teacher. I have given the monitor some work कि बच्चे ये तुमने करना है. Monitor ने क्या किया, आगे 5 बच्चों को दे दिया काम करने के लिए. The principal is called, Gurmeet, I want the report. मैं कहती हूँ, okay sister, I'll bring the report. It is lying with the monitor. I go to the monitor and tell her, can I have that particular report? She says, I'm sorry ma'am, it's not yet made because 3 students refused to do the work. I cannot go and tell the principal that my monitor was, responsible for it. Obviously, the principal is going to tell me, Gurmeet, I gave the work to you. You are responsible. So I am accountable not only for my work, but I am accountable for the work of my subordinates also if I have delegated my work, my responsibility as well as my authority to them. Okay children, let us quickly recapitulate what we have done in authority, responsibility and accountability. Remember, all the 3 are interconnected. First, and this is between 2 people. And who are the 2 people? The superior and the subordinate. The superior is to give the authority to the subordinate. Authority for what? Authority to do the work. The authority can be any sort of power, right, given to the subordinate officially. Once the authority, power to do the work is given to the subordinate has a responsibility. When I say responsibility, they have the obligation to do the task given. But mind you, the superior should always keep in mind how much of authority has been given to the subordinate. The authority should commensurate with the responsibility. ज़्यादा दोगे तो नुकसान, कम दोगे तो काम नहीं खत्म होगा. That is why it should be according to the responsibility. Now, remember two things here. Authority can be delegated. Responsibility can be delegated. Delegated मतलब shared. मैं अपने हिस्से की थोड़ी अथॉरिटी अपने सबॉर्डिनेट को दे सकती हूँ, अपने हिस्से का थोड़ा काम सबॉर्डिनेट को दे सकती हूँ. Then we have accountability. Accountability is answerability. The subordinate becomes answerable to his superior. एक बात याद रखना, the subordinate is answerable not only for his work done. He is answerable for the work he has further delegated to his subordinates. Here you must remember, accountability is absolute. ये एक बोर्ड का क्वेश्चन है. Absolute का मतलब क्या है? It cannot be delegated. You cannot shirk answerability. मैं अपने superior को ये नहीं कह सकते, oh I'm sorry sir, I could not do it because my subordinate did not do it. I am responsible for my subordinate's work also because my superior never told me to give this work to my subordinate. उन्होंने तो काम मुझे दिया था, मुझे करना था, मैंने अपने convenience से अपने subordinate को दे दिया. That is why there are many activities in the school which only and only the teachers have to do. The teachers cannot get it further done from the subordinates, that is the monitors. I cannot get the attendance register made from the subordinate. I cannot get the marks register made from the subordinate. There are some things which I only have to do and I am accountable. कल अगर कोई गड़बड़ होती है तो I am accountable for it. लेकिन अगर रूटीन की एक लिस्ट बनानी है, कुछ बनाना है, आई कैन गिव इट टू द सबऑर्डिनेट, चल भाई बच्चा तू बना ले. लेकिन जब वो बच्चा बनाएगा उसमें गलती निकलेगी तो उस बच्चे की गलती नहीं है, वो टीचर की गलती है या जिसने उसे काम दिया उसकी गलती है. बिकॉज अकाउंटेबिलिटी इज एब्सोल्यूट, कैन नॉट बी डेलीगेटेड. आई होप इट्स वेरी क्लियर टू एवरीथिंग चिल्ड्रन. यू हैव डिफरेंसेस गिवन हियर इन द बुक. Kindly do it. At the end of the chapter, I'll be uploading some extra material with lot of easy understanding for you also. Importance of delegation, a very typical board question for 6 marks. Now, is delegation important? Definitely, very, very important. Because delegation I told you is what? Sharing. Sharing what? Work. Sharing what? Task, responsibility, authority. With whom? With your immediate subordinate. See, remember this delegation is a part of organizing. Organizing is based on division of work. So delegation is also based on division of work. अगर तुम्हारी कंपनी में delegation होती है, just keep your school in mind, then it leads to effective management. You know why? जब मैं अपने the principal is giving some part of the work to the vice principal. Vice principal is giving some part of the work to the coordinators. Coordinator is giving some part of the work to the teachers. जब delegation हो रही है, then the person who is delegating, जो अपना काम दे रहा है, that person is left with even more important works to be done. Routine का काम उन्होंने अपने subordinate को दे दिया और very very important work they have kept it for themselves to do, which they are very good at. Don't you think there will be effective management? Because work has been divided. When work has been divided, it leads to specialization. Second, employee development. Children, whenever you're giving your subordinate some power, some responsibility, right? You're giving him more opportunities to make use of his or her hidden talent. Latent talent मतलब hidden talent. अगर मुझे मेरे superior ने कोई काम दिया है कि Gurmeet do it the way you want it, but I want it complete. Obviously, I will try to put in my best efforts because my reputation is at stake. मेरे जितनी भी talent है, skills है, मेरे experiences है, I'll try to put them into it for the best because I know when I do my work in the best manner, it is definitely going to help me in my career. So as an employee, I will be developed because I'm getting opportunities to showcase my own talents. Motivation of employees. Children, everybody gets a salary, undoubtedly. Everybody works for the salary, undoubtedly. But when an employee gets something to show their talent, something which is going to give them psychological satisfaction, something which is going to help them, to develop their personality, something which is going to give them recognition. It is going to increase their self-esteem, right? Which is going to bring, big, name for them in their peer group. Definitely, they are motivated to work hard. So, in every organization, the management tries to make the best use of this particular quality in people, that they try to give them work, challenging jobs, try to let them do the work using their own initiative, so that they are motivated. उनमें job satisfaction आएगी. उनको they are encouraged to work hard, and because of which their performance is going to be improved. It facilitates growth. Children, remember one thing: if your subordinate is growing, if your subordinate is showing his or her initiative, experience, skill, talent, right, abilities, then that person तो definitely is growing. But then the organization department is growing, organization is growing, expansion बड़ी easy हो जाती है. Reason because हमें ये काम already पता है कैसे करना है. So अगर मान लो कंपनी ने एक नया प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च करना है, या एक नया वेंचर लॉन्च करना है, या कंपनी ने एक नया डाइवर्सिफाई करना है किसी एरिया में, बड़ा इजी हो जाता है. क्यों? क्योंकि उनके एम्प्लॉइज ऑलरेडी डेवलप्ड है, एक्सपीरियंस्ड है. They can always be shifted there. They can always be asked to guide the new venture there. So it helps in the growth of the organization. Delegation also becomes a basis for hierarchy. You know what is a hierarchy. Hierarchy means superior subordinate relationship. Superior subordinate होना जरूरी है. All superiors flow authority, they flow guidelines, instructions, orders to their subordinates, and the subordinates in turn report to them. So only when you have a superior and subordinate, you have an hierarchy. लेकिन superior subordinate आएगा कब? जब मुझे मेरे से ऊपर जिसके पास पावर है, अथॉरिटी है, वो मुझे देगा पावर. So only when you are having more power, more authority, and you're delegating it to the person below you, and that person is having the responsibility, and the person is accountable to you, then there is something which you have created called the superior subordinate relation. You have created the hierarchy in the organization. Last, when there is delegation, children, there is good coordination. Why is there good coordination? Because there are three things here I've always told you to remember: authority, responsibility, accountability. हर एक के पास, and what is authority? Power, right? Responsibility is duties, task, obligation. Accountability is answerability. I've told you very clearly that because there is a superior subordinate relation, the superiors have more authority to delegate. They have more responsibility, which also can be delegated. The subordinates have more accountability towards them. अगर मैं अपने subordinate को authority और responsibility दे रही हूँ और दूसरे को नहीं दे रही हूँ, I'm avoiding overlapping. There is no duplication. हर कोई को पता है उसने किससे ऑर्डर्स लेने हैं, किससे अथॉरिटी मिलेगी, किससे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मिलेगी, और किसको हमने आंसर करना है. One person gives me authority and responsibility, I will not be accountable to somebody else. I will be accountable to the same person. So there is better coordination. हर डिपार्टमेंट अपने हिसाब से फिर चलता है. You are very clear with the topic delegation of authority. We have done the definition of delegation of authority. We have done the three elements of delegation, namely authority, responsibility, and accountability. And we have also done the importance. I expect you to go through this entire thing. Ask me if you have any doubts. It's a very important part of the chapter. And the next topic I'll be doing is decentralization.